Swadika, thank you for joining us for the morning edition of NBT World Brief. You're with me, Kritika Kluat. Their Majesties, the King and Queen, accompanied by members of the royal family, have presided over the 7th-day royal merit-making ceremony for Her Royal Highness Princess Pacharakitiyapha Narendra Thepayawadi. On Wednesday evening, Their Majesties, the King and Queen, traveled to the Piman Hall within the Grand Palace to perform the 7th-day royal merit-making rites for Her Royal Highness Princess Pacharakitiyapha Narendra Thepayawadi กรมหลวงราชสารินีสิริพัฒน์มหาวชรราชธิดา Several members of the royal family were also in attendance. During the ceremony, Their Majesties led floral tributes and participated in Buddhist rites led by the Supreme Patriarch, with monks chanting prayers and offering blessings. The King and Queen also took part in the sermon ceremony and later presented offerings to monks participating in the religious observances. Following the rites at Piman Hall, Their Majesties proceeded to the Dusit Mahaprasad Throne Hall, accompanied by members of the royal family, where they paid respects before the royal remains of Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother. They later returned to their residence after the completion of the ceremonies. Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul has promoted Thailand as a gateway connecting Russia with Southeast Asia, highlighting opportunities in trade, investment, and the digital economy at the ASEAN-Russia Business Forum. Speaking in Kazan, Russia, the Prime Minister invited Russian businesses to use Thailand as the base for expanding into the ASEAN market of more than 700 million people. He said Thailand is reforming regulations to attract investment and is building on strengths in food and agriculture, tourism, healthcare, and the green economy, while increasing investment in digital infrastructure, data centers, and the semiconductor industry. Mr. Anutin proposed closer Thai-Russian cooperation in connectivity, trade and investment, and people-to-people exchanges, while reaffirming support for a future free trade agreement between Thailand and the Eurasian Economic Union. He also noted that Thailand welcomes around 2 million Russian tourists each year and sees further opportunities in wellness tourism, healthcare, and the creative economy.
Thailand's strengths lie not only in our attractiveness for foreign investments. We are also a regional leader in food and agriculture, tourism, medical services, and green transition. We are also investing in advanced industries such as digital ecosystems, data center, chip manufacturing, and semiconductors. Looking ahead, I wish to highlight 3 key areas that can help shape a new chapter of our economic cooperation: connectivity, trade and investment, and people-to-people exchanges. Thailand and Russia will commemorate the 130th anniversary of diplomatic relations next year. We value this long-standing partnership as well as the potential to further strengthen bilateral economic collaboration. By enhancing connectivity, advancing trade and investment, and deepening people-to-people exchanges, we can unlock new opportunity for businesses, build more resilient economies, and bring our countries closer together.
Later today, the Prime Minister is scheduled to attend the special ASEAN-Russia summit and hold talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin on expanding cooperation in trade, investment, energy, and technology. The industrial sector has welcomed the government's plan to establish a national semiconductor and advanced electronics policy committee, saying it could help position Thailand as a regional high-tech manufacturing hub. The new committee is expected to serve as the main mechanism for advancing Thailand's semiconductor and advanced electronics industry. The government reportedly aims to attract 2.5 trillion baht in investment, develop more than 230,000 highly skilled workers, and produce the country's first made in Thailand semiconductor chips by 2050. The Federation of Thai Industries, or FTI, says Thailand's industrial sector is currently experiencing a K-shaped recovery. The upward trend is being driven by high-tech industries where foreign companies are investing, manufacturing and exporting products, boosting overall industrial growth. However, many Thai-owned businesses and lower-tech industries remain under pressure from intense competition. Responding to questions about whether Thailand is ready to become a semiconductor hub, the FTI says Thai companies are already part of the semiconductor supply chain, either as contract manufacturers or by producing components for their own products. The Federation believes that with the right support and incentives, Thai businesses have the potential to play a larger role in the industry's supply chain.
นะคะก็เรียกว่าเราต้องพัฒนาบุคลากรนะคะอันนี้เรื่องใหญ่นะคะก็คงจะต้องช่วยกันเร่งพัฒนาบุคลากรให้พร้อมด้านนี้นะคะโดยเฉพาะชิปดีไซเนอร์นะคะแล้วก็ในขณะเดียวกันนะคะการที่เราจะหาพาร์ทเนอร์นะคะจากต่างประเทศนะคะมาร่วมน่าจะต้องคิดว่ามาทั้งการลงทุนและมาทั้งเทคนิคอลนะคะมาเปล่าๆไม่ได้นะคะก็เป็นเป้าหมายที่เราตั้งเป้าไว้อยู่นะคะก็โอกาสที่จะเป็น K-shape เนี่ยถ้าทำได้โอกาสน้อยค่ะนะคะก็พยายามคณะกรรมการก็คงพยายามทำให้เกิดชิป Made in Thailand นะคะให้เกิดให้ได้ในอนาคตค่ะ
Meanwhile, the FTI says industrial confidence fell to a 48-month low in May, with the index dropping to 84.7 from 85.3 in April. The decline was attributed to rising production costs, inflation, labor shortages in construction, agriculture and manufacturing, as well as higher energy prices and shortages of key raw materials. The group has called on the government to extend fuel subsidies for the transport sector, improve access to financing for SMEs, and consider developing small modular nuclear reactors, or SMRs, as a long-term alternative energy source. With the FIFA World Cup now underway, Thailand's Intellectual Property Department is reminding the public and businesses to watch matches through authorized channels only, warning that copyright violations could result in hefty fines and prison sentences. The Director General of the Intellectual Property Department, Auramon Saptavitam, says live broadcasts of sporting events on television, radio and digital streaming platforms are protected under copyright law. Anyone wishing to use live broadcast signals, record matches, rebroadcast content online, or use World Cup footage for commercial purposes must first obtain permission from the authorized copyright holder in Thailand. Violators could face between 6 months and 4 years in prison, fines ranging from 100,000 to 800,000 baht or both. The department says it will work with rights holders, relevant agencies, and online platforms to remove infringing content and crack down on the sale of counterfeit World Cup-related products, both online and offline. Businesses, restaurants, and entertainment venues that plan to screen matches for customers for commercial benefit must also obtain proper authorization and comply with licensing conditions. These include not charging additional admission fees, not allowing outside sponsors to organize promotional activities, and not using World Cup names, logos, symbols, or related branding in promotional materials without permission. The historic courthouse in Nakhon Pathom has been transformed into a living museum, offering visitors a glimpse into Thailand's legal history through restored courtrooms, antique furnishings, and rare judicial artifacts. The former Nakhon Pathom Provincial Court has officially reopened as a museum after extensive restoration under the judiciary's Justice for the People initiative. The 109-year-old building, originally constructed in 1917 during the reign of King Rama VI, is one of the province's most significant historic landmarks. Visitors can explore exhibits on the history of Thailand's justice system, along with rare courtroom equipment and archival displays. Plans are also underway to restore the original wooden judge's bench, antique furniture, and a period courtroom recreated to reflect its appearance in the past. The project aims to preserve the building as a public learning center while breathing new life into a key piece of local heritage. The site also features the 392 Nakhon Pathom Court Museum Gallery, which showcases contemporary works by local artists, linking the city's legal history with its art, culture, and community. That wraps up our morning news report. Stay updated with the latest developments and more stories. Simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, สวัสดีค่ะ